All right, let's talk about Black Widow review. I just came from the movie theater, seen it about an hour change ago. Wanted to go Thursday, couldn't make it, but the Black Widow was actually a really good movie. It actually had a lot of combat. I still think out of the Marvel universe of our this generation, I think Captain America, the Winter Soldier, still had more action as far as hand to hand combat. But this is a great movie. Let's talk about it. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in and sharing the video. Check out the movie review playlist. We do this every now and again for important movies. But also, if you want to get the movie without going to the movie theater, you can pay like $30 on Disney Access on Disney Plus to get the movie. So if you don't want to go to the movie theaters, don't think it's safe, it's gonna cost. Depending where you at. I remember I was in New York. Movie tickets was like $23 a piece a few years ago. When I went, Detroit is not that much. It's $7 for matinee and then $9 for regular. Then if you go into the D box or the theater where the seats move, it's like $16 at the most. So for one, it was a lengthy movie, but it wasn't Fast and Furious lengthy. It was 9 minutes less, 2 hours and 14 minutes, and basically it's a good movie. All right, when you look at it, it had a lot of action in it. It was rated R, I believe, so that's a little bit something new for Disney. I'm surprised. Well, it was PG-13. Excuse me. I thought it was PG-13, but I thought it was rated R. It was killing. It was good effects, and I don't want to get, well, we don't have to get into spoilers, man. But it started off, kind of giving a history about her childhood. I know for non-comic book readers, history on her childhood, how it started, and her family were Russian spies, and so kind of showed that, and then kind of got into her family ties, and her sister sent her something. Then she went to find her sister. They was fighting, where her, not her biological sister, but they was fighting and stuff, and she killed somebody's daughter. The main villain in this movie killed his daughter. Her daughter was sent to kill her, and she didn't know it was the daughter that she killed. He had to revive her in this chip in her head in this machine. It's really great for women to watch this movie, because it's minimal men in this movie. You got the man that's trying to catch her in the beginning, and then you got her father. But really, it's women villain, women heroes, women anti-heroes. Like I said, it wasn't too many men in this movie. The man that helped her get a lot of her capital and ships and money and stuff, and so minimal men, female villains with a male. So you had her daddy, you had the male villain, you had the guy trying to catch her in the beginning. This is the movie takes place when the Avengers break up in the old universe, because we kind of hitting off. We almost in the next universe. The last universe, it kind of hit off when the Avengers broke up, and then she went off and did her own thing. So she had to find old boy, and as a villain, he used women, young women that they came up in concentration camps or whatever camps you call them, to learn how to fight and hand-to-hand combat. And if you wasn't good at hand-to-hand combat, they killed them. If you were good at hand-to-hand combat, her sister said they took her uterus out. They took her uterus out, and so she couldn't have kids. She didn't have periods, so that's where they came from. And they came up as killers and spies. And long story short, they break their father out of prison to help them find the main villain in the Red Room that controls the women that they sending out, just trying to find this secret formula that controls their mind. They get her father out of prison. That was a great scene. Beautiful backdrop. They have some family issues. He take them to their mother, who worked for the dude in the Red Room. They went there to find out where the Red Room at. I'm not gonna spoil it, but they find out where the Red Room at, and she confronts him. She want to know who are her real parents, and they revealed to her that her actual parents died. Her mother died trying to find her, and her family kind of gave her up as a deal. They basically sold her into the assassin program, because the reason they picked her genetics showed that, long story short, she would be an elite assassin. And she tried to hurt old boy, and then I said I won't spoil that part. So, but long story short, they was always 1 or 2 steps ahead of old boy. He didn't know it, and it was just a kick-ass movie. Long story short, in a nutshell, without giving too many spoilers away, it was a really good movie. Where would I rank it other than Marvel movies? I don't know. I have to watch it a few times, but good movies, good hand-to-hand combat. If you like looking at beautiful women If you are a young girl, you don't want to see women showing their bodies and doing stuff, this is a good movie to take young women, young men to see. It was definitely 20,000 times better than Wonder Woman. What was it, 1984, whatever the hell it was. But just action, action, action. A lot of fighting. I would say it didn't have as much hand-to-hand combat as Winter Soldier, but it's a great substitute. It's a great, I don't know, second runner-up or a few ones down. But yeah, she was hand-to-hand about it. It was some good humor as well too. But I thought this movie was damn near rated R. Shit, I'm like, well, it's Disney though, but they were throwing down. They was throwing down, and it was a really, really good movie. So, but other than that, man, it was just explosions, fights, jumping off bridges, fights, and her family thing was important too, because they was a makeshift family. They were Russian spies, and they had the kids, and they was watching the kids, and they stayed in Ohio for a few years, and basically they took her and her sister away from their families, and they worked for the Russian spies and stuff of that nature. And it was a real fight between what their childhood real, was it fake. And long story short, their family put their heads together and they stayed as family. So my thing was she had to confront her past, and that's what it was. And she's an assassin, and her sister was making fun of her, saying that you were an Avenger and girls looking up to you, but you were an assassin. But the thing reads, Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, confronts her dark past, her alleged win a dangerous conspiracy with ties to her past, pursued by a force that will stop at nothing to bring her down. Natasha must deal with her history as a spy and the broken relationship left in her wake long before she became an Avenger. So, yeah, for the most part, she had to confront her family. I think her family was just as hard as a person trying to kill her. So, but it's a good movie, and for a lot of the females, feminism, whatever you land up under with categories of women, they say, well, men don't support WNBA, men don't support this. But then again, the reason we don't have more female films is because the women don't go out and see them. So if you want the Black Widow 2, you want more Wonder Woman, 1984 Wonder Woman type movies, go out there and support the movies. Go out there and pay a couple dollars, to go watch the movie, because if you don't go support this movie, it's just gonna fizzle like Birds of a Feather. And Birds of a Feather fizzle. It wasn't a bad. It was a great movie too, because should have been called the Harley Quinn movie. I kept forgetting what Birds of a Feather was. So, if you want to see more females in lead roles, more 80% or 90% of the cast of females, go watch this movie. Great movie. Out of 10, I'm gonna probably give it a 7.5. Solid movie. Loved it. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to check out the movie review playlist. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all my social media links there. You can reach out anytime. You got business question, require response, your video request. Links there. You can reach out. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, TJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think about the review and after you've seen it. Peace.